Hello everybody, how are you all doing? This is round number 13 of the League of Europe Division 3 Championship. Welcome to the Styrian Mountains at the Red Bull Ring. It is of course the Austrian Grand Prix. It is known for many names, the Austria Ring, the A1 Ring as I've known for quite a while, and obviously the Red Bull Ring since 2012, 2014 time. So yes, we are back. We had a week off. It felt strange to have a week off, but the drivers are all ready to go. I'm ready to go. It is a dry, sunny day in Austria at the moment in qualifying, which is great to see. Just me in the commentary box tonight. No sign of my co-com. I've had no response from him all day, so yeah, you got just me. I haven't prepared doing solo comms tonight. I was expecting someone to join me, but you know, you have to prepare for certain things. But where were we a couple of weeks ago? It has been 2 weeks since we last raced at League of Europe. Singapore, no reports from Division 3, which is brilliant. So well done to everybody in Division 3. It was generally a very clean race that the drivers produced, and it was Conor O'Keefe who took the race win. A very nice battle between himself and Toincoin. It was Toincoin for the win, who got his best result of the season. D-Morts, another third position, solidifies his position at the top of the championship. 170 points, 2 points between himself and Chill. Quite close. I said it was going to be quite close when I talked about it a couple of weeks ago. YHY sit in P3, 131 points. Ryan B in 4th, 115. Conor O'Keefe in 5th after his win, 110. And we got Sir Gat, 107. Another poor result for him. He really needs to step it up today. And we got Cam in 7th, 101. J-Luke doing well this season. A lot better than last season, I've got to admit. 70 points. MCR in 9th on 69. Guapo in 10th on 66. And we got Matt Tippos on 53. Charlie on 52. Ryan Belshaw on 33. Lars on 33, who is now full-time. He's meant to be in the Aston Martin, though. I don't know why he's in the Ferrari. He might be mid at the Ferrari last minute. I don't know. But Howie's not here tonight. He's on 24. Judy Show's on 24. I don't think Judy Show's here tonight either. And then we got Toincoin on 20. Corler Kick on 19. Aledi on 11. And Melty, he has got a race ban for too many license points. Tut tut. Naughty, naughty Melty. So we may as well get into the action here today around the Red Bull Ring. I did have my notes somewhere, but somehow they've seemed to have disappeared for some weird reason. Oh, there it is, there it is. I found it. So anyway, first used in Formula 1 quite some time ago. It was back in 1970, where Jackie Ickx won the first Austrian Grand Prix. And there were some quite memorable moments, which we'll talk about a little bit later on. One of the shortest tracks on the calendar. It is 4.3 kilometers long, 10 corners, making it the shortest lap, close to the 1 minute range. And we got it's 2.683 miles as well. 3 DRS zones, one being at the start finish straight, one being through turn 2 and 3, and one going into turn 4. So that's the track, Matt. We may as well go onto the track because the drivers have had some lap times sorted already. It's our current championship leader, D-Morts, is currently leading the way with a 104.9. I think we will expect times to be in the 104s. I think it'll be esports pace if people are in the 103s, but you never know. People can surprise me. As I am starting to develop symptoms of a cold as well, so if my throat does tickle and me taking a few drinks, then that's why. But obviously I'm on my own, so I will have to take a few drinks as well here tonight. Ryan B, 105.3. Farrell, or Farrell, I'm rubbish at names, but he's our newest driver to the league in Division 3. He currently slots himself fastest with 104.8, so 2 tenths quicker than Mort. Now, the Austrian Grand Prix, it had an 11-year hiatus since, obviously, it stopped in 2003. Back in 2014, and there's been many victories, Max Verstappen being one of them, Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas. I believe Nico Rosberg. I'm not sure of Nico Rosberg. Won many a times, I'm not sure. But it's mostly won by either Mercedes or Red Bull. And 2020, the Austrian Grand Prix was the first race on the calendar, hosting two. I think it was the Austrian Grand Prix and the Styrian Grand Prix. Or was it the year after? Can't remember. But it was Valtteri Bottas that won that one. Usually the one who wins the first race of the championship don't go on to win. However, Max Verstappen could change that this year. So, anything can happen. So we got Elgato, who has been on his tyres for 2 laps now. A driver that has had, like I was saying, a really bad run of form recently. Who's had 2 DNFs in Portugal and Mexico. Scored only 1 point in Imola. No points in Singapore. His last win was back in Canada, round 7. It was so long ago. And he's invalidated. So, not ideal at all. Now, there was one pole lap, which I do remember, back in the 80s. It was around about Nelson Piquet, who produced a lap which was a blistering 159.457 miles per hour. Obviously, we're going a bit faster than that today. But because of the 2 crashes of the opening lap, that's why they changed it a little bit. Corner kicker has invalidated, but he's going to go again. So we may as well go on board with someone who's about to start a lap. Whilst we wait for someone to start a lap, let's go on board with one of our championship protagonists, Chill. Only scored 3 points in Singapore. He's got redemption in his name here tonight in that Williams. Williams have done well here in the past. What can he do here today? 104.657. So let's go on board with Lars as he's about to start his run around the Red Bull Ring. We're going towards the Niki Lauda corner of Turn 1, renamed after the late Niki Lauda, of course. Now, going into Turn 2 of Remus, which you don't really call a corner, but because of MotoGP, it is called a corner, heading towards Turn 3 now. Schloss Gold, be careful with the braking zone there as well. Do not tend to follow the racing line there, because that can be a bit of an issue. Some people like to go to the outside. Turn number 4 we approach here. This is where obviously we saw the collision with Albon and Lewis Hamilton, Perez and George Russell. It tends to be a thing with Mercedes and Red Bull. Heading past Turn 5 in towards Turn 6. Now it is high speed, a few elevation changes which can catch a few drivers out. A few people tend to run right through here around Turn 7. And that could catch people out with invalidations. Heading towards Turn 8 and 9. I will need to keep an eye on the stewards' updates to see if they are keeping an eye on the pit entry. So I'll keep an eye on that as soon as we can. But Lars up to the line, P10, not too bad. As Matt Tibos, careful Matt Tibos, you do not want to get disqualified. If I were you, I would just move a little bit. There you go. He has moved, so that's good. That is good. But yellow flag will stay, and luckily it's ghosted as well. So he'll be next. I think it'll be MCR, but is he going at a speed which is, I think, decent? I don't think so. But he's going to come to the line anyway. You never know, he might surprise me. 105.1 puts himself into P7. Next we've got Mercedes, who I believe is Sergat. Who's just about to start his run. We've got McLaren, Matt Tibos, who's going into the pit. Stomper, who the last time we saw him, he got a DNF in Mexico. Wants to come back from that as well and show that he deserves a place in this league, in League of Europe. And he's just warming up his tyres, about to start a run. So he'll be next. I think it'll be Harry F next. He's about to start. There's a lot of people about to start runs here as well. So, you never know. We can see some improvements. Here comes D Mortz. D Mortz is invalidated. Luckily, it was only his outlap that he invalidated on. So, he gets to go again. And bearing in mind, if you do invalidate through turns 9 and 10, then it will invalidate your next lap as well. So, yes. By the way, Ryan Belshaw got a disqualification for going the wrong way when he wasn't moving, trying to move people out of the way. So, that is interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, I will look at the stewards' updates now while people set their final runs. Harry F. going through turn number 4 now. Now, you pass turn 6. That is where they're going to keep an eye on track limits, as well as turn 9 and 10. And also, a thing about the pit entry, I did double check to see if they were monitoring it. They are monitoring it. So it says the pit lane entry will be getting watched, so please clearly indicate you are pitting by staying to the right of the track before turns 9 and staying within the pit line. So basically, you've got to be committed, because the pit lane entry around Austria, as I found out on Thursday, is very, very dangerous. And also make sure you're watching out for drivers on fast laps in qualifying coming into turns 9 and 10 when you are slowing and about to begin your own lap. So, I'm guessing tonight I am going to be the pit lane police to keep an eye and see if they're doing it right, because otherwise they'll be penalised, because they have been warned by the stewards. All the drivers were meant to read those updates to make sure they do not get caught out by the track limit warning. White is on mediums. I saw J. Luke on mediums earlier. He slots his time up into P3. So the top, pretty much the top 6 in the 104s at the moment, with 2 in the 104.8s, 3 in the 104.9s, and then we've got Chill, who's fast at the moment with the 104.6. Right, we'll see what he can do with in his medium tyre run. I think, yeah, I've got the right option. I have got the right option. That is good. I will need to check the delta times between the two tyres. It's around about 5 tenths per tyre. So I'm expecting, well, if he produces a good lap time around this tyre, that could be good. But we'll keep an eye on his medium time anyway. Not sure why he wants to go on mediums, but I'm guessing he wants to have a little bit of a practice around this track. So final corner he comes. No, he does not. He goes into the pits. I think it was a reconnaissance lap for him. Corner kicker. Sitting in 19th in the championship. We haven't seen him for quite a while, but he is back. He's now a reserve driver. I'm not sure if he's full-time again or not, but according to the standings, he's a reserve driver now. But only 19 points to his name. So I'm guessing he needs to... Maybe this could be the track because it's high speed and it's so easy to do. This could work out for him. But because a lot of drivers take so many risks, maybe it could lead to a little bit more crashes. Now, not much downforce is needed around this track. But obviously... obviously with Monza you can run 0-0, but around here you have to obviously have it a lot higher as well, and running high winds can help maintain speeds on corner exit as well. As Corner kick up to the line, he's gonna go and start his run with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go on the clock. It's time for you to get your predictions on who you think is going to get provisional pole position today, and which driver are you rooting for today here? We got 70. We may have one more driver. I think MCFC is joining us, but I'll need to double check that. But he can't set a outlap. He has to retire, so he has to start at the back of the grid, which may not be a bad idea around Austria because you can overtake around there. So indeed, I need to actually check. I don't think we have any quali bans today, because obviously they were good boys in Singapore, so less for me to worry about. So he's going to be out of sync compared to everybody else, corner kicker, but it may not matter for him. So corner kicker ups the line, sorts himself, P4, P2 with a 104A. I don't know why I said P4, maybe because it was like a 104 or something, but yes. He's another driver into the 104.8s. So there we go. Times are coming thick and fast, and we got the gap between the drivers. The top 11 separated by just under 6 tenths of a second. So any small mistake can cost them. And the top 6 separated by less than 0.3 of a second. A lot of drivers are going out very early for their final runs. I wonder if they're going to get 2 runs done potentially. Or maybe they just want some clean air. Not entirely sure. So here comes Fowl then. As I believe he's just finished. Okay, so he invalidated his run. As someone is backed off. That was one of the Alpines, a touring coin, who's having a name for himself in this league. D-Morts, he's on his next run. So D-Morts, he's going to come towards turns 9 and 10. Now let's see how he approaches this as well. Invalidation. Oh, not good. He'll invalidate his next one as well if he wants to go again. So that will just cost him. So that will be it, I believe, for D-Morts in qualifying, unless he can save enough ERS and fuel to go again. But I wonder how many people will use soft tyres in the race, as Sergat has had a spin. And he's basically done a Valtteri Bottas. I think it was the same corner. He was mowing the lawn and doing a bit of, mowing the lawn. So, not good starting P12 at the moment. But unless he can have time to go again and have enough fuel, then he's going to be in a spot of bother, Sergat. Who's behind him? We have got, I believe, Ryan B, who's about to start one. Toin Coins just started his run as well. So everyone has just started hit their runs here today. We will also see who has improved. Now, I would get my telemetry tool that I use for other leagues up with me today, because I'm alone. It will be hard to set up whilst obviously I'm trying to cover the action. So if I do get a CoCom next week, I will set it up properly so I can see who's purple, who's improving and stuff like that. So it will give us a bit more of an idea. Yellow flag set to 2. I think that was just one of the Alpines potentially moving out of the way as expected. Our newest driver, MCFC, has retired because obviously he joined midway through the session. As Toin Coin, the checker flag has dropped. J-League won't be able to improve. He does actually improve by 84,000. Does not get a pole. Wow, look at that. 104.337. So the track is evolving at the moment. We have got, I think, Sergat going into the pits. What about Ryan B? Up to the line. Only P8. We got, I believe, Fowl going into the pits. We got, I think, Chill, who's about to cross the line. He is unfortunately invalidated. Stomper, what can he do? I believe he's going to go into the pits. Yes, he is. What a shame for him. So but it's still P7. That's pretty respectable. So the only person that could do it is D-Morts. He's been on 2 laps on these tyres. But will it be enough to get a pole? Nope, he does a spin. And he's probably going to reverse on the start-finish line if he's not careful. So our championship leader, only in P8, ladies and gentlemen. So Chill was able to improve. J-League was able to improve. Not many people, though, were able to improve. Obviously, Toin Coin as well. Doing a lot better as each race goes on, which is very great to see. So let's go on board with our pole man. Fantastic job in that Alpine. Upsetting the Red Bull fans here today. So we were about to go through the results here. And look at how close everything is. So, Toin Coin the Dutchman, 104.336. Chill in second with a 104.656. J-Luke and Fair with a 104.741. We've got Ariel Farrell with a 104.761. Cam in 5th, good qualifying for him, 104.802. Caller could get in 6th, 104.853. Stomper in 7th with a 104.905. D-Morts 8th, then we got Ryan B in 9th, YHYY in 10th, we've got MCR 11th. Harry F12, Sergat in 13th, Lars in 14th, Matt Tibos 15th, Guapo in 16th, MCFC 17th, and Ryan Belshaw in 18th. Unfairly got disqualified, but hopefully, obviously, he can recover in the race. So, we are about to get going then for the final half of the season we'll revisit the calendar. We got 5 more rounds. We've got Austria, obviously, tonight. Netherlands on the 22nd. Saudi Arabia on the 29th. Belgium on the 6th. I believe that's the one, unfortunately, I'm going to be missing because I am going to be away on holiday. I'll be seeing my granny then, I believe. But still hasn't been confirmed, so we may be going away, we may not be. But at the moment, I'll be missing that week. And then we got Brazil on the 13th of May. That should be very, very exciting. I'm looking forward to that one. Sprint race galore. It's going to be good. So, memorable moments then around this circuit that I will address here today, if I can find them. And I don't want these thoughts because they were from another league, so I will delete those. Otherwise, it'll very much confuse me. So, 2016 was quite a last lap controversy for some of you that may remember. Nico Rosberg was leading as the final lap began, and Lewis Hamilton was right behind him. And in the run between turn 1 and 2, Hamilton visibly gained on the leader Mercedes, and he made a move around the outside into turn 2. And then Rosberg attempts to run his teammate right. It made contact with Hamilton, damaged his own front wing. Hamilton was into the lead ahead of Rosberg's wounded car. The Brit eventually won, and Rosberg finished 4th. So luckily, it didn't end in a crash. So formation lap then. Let's look at the tyres that the drivers will be facing. Unsurprisingly, a lot of drivers have gone for the hard compounder tyres. That's Toincoin, Chill, J-Luke, Farrell, Cam in 5th, Corner Kicker in 6th on the medium, Stomper on in the hards as well in 7th, D Morts as well on the hards, Ryan B on the hards, Right Y on the hards, MCR on the hards, Harry F on the mediums, Sagat on the mediums, Lars on the hards, Matt Tibos on the hards, Guapo on the mediums, MCFC on the hards, Ryan Belshot on the mediums. Now, just in case any guys from D4 are watching, I'm not going to tell you what I would start on because A, I have no clue, and B, it will give it away. So, yeah, if you want to find out what tyre I start on, you can check out the D4 race later, 8:10. D2 will be on as well at the same time. Of course, you can catch D1 on at the same time. It's James Head in the commentary box. Unfortunately, no Mark in the commentary box today in D1 because sadly he has COVID and has tonsillitis as well. So get better soon. And he's still going to race, believe it or not. It looks like. So dedication to old school. But yeah, it is sad to have COVID. So, but yeah, we are about to get underway then for 36 laps around the Red Bull Ring. But I prefer to be called the A1 Ring. So, the 5 red lights coming on your screen. Toincoin on the right, Chill on the left. And we are underway. Toincoin gets a good start. So does Chill, but J-Lu gets an even better start. They will make their way towards turn 1. When they go up the hill, it's less blinded due to the fact that it is overcast. J-Lu tried to avoid the carnage there very well, but a lot of people having to go wide there. Yellow flag. That is D-Morts, our championship leader. That's had a bit of enough. Our championship leader has had enough. And he's got no front wing as well. I wonder if anyone has made contact with that Cam. Trying to make up a few places. He got past Guapo and Stomper through that, which was great to see. So all of them having the battle there. So Gat trying to go down the inside of Ryan B, but Ryan B covers him off and goes back into P11. The medium tyres being the better tyre, but Right Y having the better grip compared to Sir Gat at the moment. So he gets ahead. So Sir Gat, I wonder if Sir Gat was maybe potentially the cause of the trouble, but I'm not entirely sure. So obviously we didn't see it happen. Some people already have DRS or Ranger already, but they have a few laps obviously to get back within the range that they possibly can. And Toincoin pulls away to J-Luke. 6/10. You can see J-Luke had the better getaway than Chill. They all had good starts, but J-Luke obviously was able to get better speed, better straight line speed as they head towards turn number 1. Harry F having a good start as well. He's past Corner Kicker. But can Corner Kicker fight back once we get the DRS very, very soon? Harry F doing very well. Purple sector 1 at the moment. So he is pushing Gets the drivers around him. We've got Cam then. Trying to go to the inside. Oh, Corner Kicker into turn 4. He has to go defensive. Corner Kicker. But Cam finding a very good line through turn 5. Heading towards 6 they go. Beautiful switch back for Corner Kicker. They bang wheels just a little bit in towards turn 7. Cam gets the move up to 7th. Well, stayed in 7th because Corner Kicker stayed in 6th place. But Cam trying to do all he can to get past him, but very, very hard indeed. Which shows that the hards don't have much of a difference as you might think. But DRS has been enabled. Matt Tibos out the race, safety car. Or is it VSC? Let's look at the boards. VSC, okay. So VSC, so no DRS activated yet. So Matt Tibos out of the race then. He binned, I think, in the pit lane. So we lost one person from this race. And obviously a few people had to come in as well. I think one person cut in the pit lane. Ryan Belshaw, no front wing. A lot of front wings are missing tonight. That is not good for the drivers. So he's got a lot of work to catch up on as White gets past Elgato again. Heading in towards turn 6. I need to find obviously the track map. So if I get that up, there we go. So it doesn't really tell me what the corner names are, but I know one of them obviously is Slush Gold. But oh, Lars is out. He's binned in turn 6 then. Quite a few people took advantage of that VSC, but they know that these cars, their tyres won't get to the end of the race. Another yellow flag. So that Gat is out. What is going on? The cars are just dropping like flies here today. Not good at all. I think a few people have given up or have binned it in the pit lane. I think I know Sir Gat has given up. So I believe it's just yellow flag set to 3. Oh, J-Luke, no! J-Luke has spun as well. J-Luke has got to be careful to rejoin safely. And he has rejoined safely. I hope he doesn't have any rear wing damage, because the car at the front looks fine. No front wing. But if he spins again, it'll almost certainly be front rear wing damage for the AlphaTauri driver. It's a shame because he was looking like he was doing so well. So well. So, lap 5 of 36. 1.5 seconds is the gap between Coin and Chill. Coin making sure Chill does not close up at all. Or I wonder if Chill is saving a bit of battery, a bit of tyre wear for the later stages of this race. We'll keep an eye, obviously, if any other driver potentially goes for the move here today. That could be very entertaining, at least. There's a foul down the inside, past Chill into turn 4. And he's up to second once again. So this could be an interesting fight between Alpine and Williams. Cam down the inside into turn 5, now heading towards turn 6. Cam up to 5th on those hards. He's doing quite well as well. We'll look at the positions gained as well. Harry F gained the most out of everybody. He's gained 8 places. Farrell has gained 2. Guapo has gained 9. MTR has gained 2. MCFC had a good start. Don't forget he started at the back. The Stomper is in now. Has Stomper got front wing damage? I will keep an eye on that as it continues, but we do got some battles to watch out for. Chill's closed up a little bit. Now, if somebody in the chat can tell me if anyone's jeffing or anything, can anyone tell me if we are expecting any rain? Because it is starting... Well, it did start a bit overcast. You can see a bit of dark clouds forming, but you can see, obviously, the sun trying to peek out just a little bit. And you never know, anything can happen in Formula 1. And I wouldn't want to be in D1 right now, because currently in D1 it's raining. So, yes, I think in D3 at the moment we are very lucky that the drivers are not experiencing it at the moment. 6/10 is the gap between Schill and Farrell. Same tyre advantage. Who is running higher wings here today? Who's running a setup which is designed and planted for the corners, but they can't do it for the straights? There's a lot of straights here, so if I were you, try and get one that's comfortable for the straights. But once I do that, sometimes I get involved into spin, so sometimes I try to have a little bit of a balance setup to make sure that I can have a bit of both. Chill getting close to foul that lap. Here he comes then. Up to the back straight turn. 4 coming up now. DRS wide open. Speed is up to 196 miles an hour. Not quite close enough, so Foul doing well to keep up. Guapo almost getting past there as well. And it's going to be quite hard for people to drain their battery, but Guapo is trying to prove us wrong there. He almost got past in turn 6 there. He was getting very close. I wonder if Corner Kicker was making a little bit of a mistake there, or if he is running a bit wide in certain corners. He's run a bit wide in turn 10. You're not meant to go wide there. Hopefully the game is giving him a warning, otherwise the stewards will be penalising him. So Guapo heading towards T1 then. The traction he has gained in that Red Bull. The Max Verstappen fans will be cheering for Guapo. Past turn 2, heading towards turn 3. Cuts the right hand side. He runs off the track a little bit, but he keeps the position up to 6th. Can Corner Kicker fight back? He's got DRS. Is he going to go around the outside? No, he's not, but they could still go side by side through this next part of the lap. And let's check what tyres they're on, actually. They're both on the medium compounder tyres. So, I'm guessing, obviously, same life of the tyres. They're not catching up to Cam, though, so the fact that they keep squabbling like this is allowing for a lot of people, obviously, to catch up. Obviously, J-League with that spin has compromised him a little bit, but hasn't had a spin since then. Fingers crossed he doesn't anymore. MTFC comes in. Now, why has he come in? I wonder if it's another person that has got damage. Yes, he's got damage front wing. So I wonder if he's going to go on softs. No, mediums. So this will be a 2-stop strategy for MCFC. Not the debut that he would have wanted. Obviously, he's been in the League of Europe before, but not the comeback he would have wanted after, obviously, a couple of seasons off. So let's see what he can do for the 14th position. Meanwhile, Toincoin. Haven't spoken much about him at the moment, but he's doing great. But the one who's gained the most place off the start, Harry, spun it in turn 7. And unfortunately, J-League's passed him. So Harry F, it's just so easy to spin through turn 7. I've done it many a times when I was practicing a couple of days ago. As Corner Kicker's in as well. I am expecting potentially the medium runners to start coming in from now. But the ideal scenario will be around about lap 14, 15. But hards can get to the end from here. It can do most of this race. So it baffles me to why MTFC is not on the hards. But he might have started on the hards, which probably obviously explains why. So you can see it takes a while to warm around here. So Stomper could use the opportunity with the softer tyre on the mediums to get past him. Because obviously you do not expect to go full power very quickly, as I found out obviously at the beginning of this game cycle. Now bearing in mind turn 4, if you do not get DRS, it can cost you. Stomper having the advantage in 9th position. You can't force a driver off track in turn 3 and 4, because obviously it could end in absolute disaster. Will any of the other medium runners come in? Will Harry F? I'm also surprised that Harry F hasn't come in despite that spin. It just feels very, very odd for Harry F. But he probably thinks there could be a safety car on the horizon. Pretty much in most Austrian Grand Prix, we've seen at least one safety car. I do believe Austria is where one of the sprint races are going to be held in the real life. And also in Baku, they're going to be trialing out the new sprint race format. I don't know, obviously, what to think of that. But, obviously, the qualifying on Friday won't affect, obviously, the sprint. There will be a separate qualifying for the sprint, which confuses me. It's a bit, you know, what's the point? But we'll see if it pays off, as Ryan, someone's gone into the pits. Harry F? Nope, he's had a bit of a moment. Okay, so Harry F has had another moment, unfortunately. And that explains it then. Harry F has got no front wing to his name. So, he's lost about 1.8 seconds for that. He's going to be a rocket on the straights, believe it or not. He is slowing down. He's got to be careful with the cars around him that he does not hit him, but a shame for Harry. His race has gone from bad to worse in this Austrian Grand Prix League of Europe Division 3. If you are liking this action here today, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit that bell if you are new. Also follow us on Twitter at League of Europe. And we'll check fastest laps as well. Fastest laps 108.1 for Touring Coin, 107.833 for Fowl, and 107.907 for Chill. So Fowl being the fastest man out of the top 4 at the moment. Here comes Harry F into the box then, unsurprisingly, onto those hard tyres. And we've got a yellow flag. He may have coming at the wrong time as why? There's a lot of debris on the circuit. Now, if it was a standard setting of safety car, there definitely would have been a safety car called for that. But since it's obviously on reduced, as YHYY is pulling on the side of the road. He's moving out of the way, it looks like. That's not good. That's not good. If I were you, I would go into the pits straight away. Let's hope he has some heart left. I wonder if he's going to retire in the pits, actually, because he got that 10-second penalty. So I wonder if he's also given up. So we could have our 4th retirement in this motor race, which is not good. But what we can also see, we could see a battle between Chill and Fowl once again. As another yellow flag, I believe that is MCFC? It was MCFC, I think, or it might be one of the other alphas. As YHYY has, unfortunately, retired in the pit lane. I think most of them were in the pit lane, apart from Matt Tidbos, that's been, I think, near the pit lane, like start, finish straight or whatever. So Ryan Belshaw comes in. Been on those softs for 10 laps, very respectable. J-Luke down the inside of MCR, up to 6, so he's on a recovery. So it shows that he is quick around it in race trim as well. Has the straight line speed too. So imagine where he would have been if he didn't have that spin. Still a long way to go, not quite halfway distance yet. But obviously J-Luke can't pit yet. It's going to be a while before the hard runners come into the means around about, if I get my notes up, laps 20 to 22 for a set of the medium tyres. So unless we get a safety car now, they're not going to pit yet. Look at the pace that Touring Coin is producing, 3.5 seconds. And that is because, obviously, everybody else is squabbling. So I have to say, Touring Coin loves this track, and I wonder if Touring Coin could obviously give me some tips on how to perform in Austria, because I will need it in an hour's time. But he's just worrying about himself. That's the important thing at the moment. Chill's got to worry about himself and Farrell. Luckily, his teammate's a little bit further behind at the moment, so he could just concentrate on Farrell in front of him. Now, let's see. They could. This is also a trap where they could play DRS chicken with each other. As Stomper gets past Corler Kicker up to 8th. Nice move. We've seen a lot of moves through turn 6. It's very brave. I don't usually go for moves there. Because if I tend to go for moves there, you tend to see me spin now a lot. So that's why I don't bother. But Stomper's around about 16.5 seconds behind MCR. So a lot of work to do there. Good recovery, by the way, for Guapo. Up to 5th at the moment. But obviously, there's certain people that have pitched already. Yellow flag. Is that Harry? No, Ryan B. No, Harry F. It was Harry F that spun. Has he got a front wing? Come on, camera. Why aren't you showing me if you got a front wing or not? He's probably going to go into the pits, and he might be another person that calls it a day. Nope, he's still going. Fair play to Harry F. So still going. D Morts. Past Ryan B. Ryan B. There's too many Ryan B's in this lobby. But anyway, D Morts past Ryan B. Up in a 2-10 spot. Now obviously Aston Martin doing well in real life. Not doing very well here as my monitor saying power's going to be off in 5 minutes to save energy. No, thank you. I've pressed a button to make sure it does not do that. So Guapo into the box for a set of the hards. That will get him to the end of this race. Stomper, 3 seconds. I'm surprised we haven't seen that many 3-second time penalties. I thought we would get a lot more. But obviously, since the drivers have been warned by the stewards not to exceed lap limits, that may be why. Or it might be harder to get penalties on this game. Maybe obviously due to people trying to avoid the curbs too much. So it's quieting down near the front, but can Guapo take advantage of Stomper's older time and get past Stomper in the next couple of laps? Let us know your thoughts in the chats. As Harry F has retired from the session for course yellow, ladies and gentlemen, here at League of Europe Division 3. So if you're on these hards, you can come in. That is perfect timing for Cam. I think he was going to come in anyway, no matter what. So that was beautiful for him. So he comes in, set mediums. J-Luke comes in, MCR. I believe the safety car has passed the leader. So the top 3 who passed the pit lane before the safety car came out, they can still come in and they will not lose out on anything because of Delta. 17.5 seconds you lose in the pit box. So Cam, because he has to stick to Delta, unfortunately he may stay in 4th place. Corner Kicker obviously staying on the hards he started on, but he could have gone onto a fresh air mediums. Quite a lot of people who were on the hards to be pitted onto earlier on, unsurprisingly, fresh air mediums. If I was the drivers, I would go for a balanced time model, and I would make sure there are 2 sets of mediums available. So if we do get that scenario, and if we're near the back, and if we start on mediums, one of the hards and one of the mediums again, you would have the option to go on mediums until the end of the race, because you want to try and avoid the hards at all costs. So Toin Coin is in, Foul is in, Chill is in. So Cam's going to have to keep to Delta until obviously Toin Coin closes up to the safety car. So Toin Coin is still going to be your race leader. Chill, so pretty much the order's going to be pretty much the same. Yeah, the order's going to be pretty much the same, I think. So Cam, going to be in P4, despite pitting a lap earlier. J-Luke up to 5th. So, I think he was probably relieved that the safety car has come out, because he can try and get his comeback to perfection there. And I've seen it in the Division 3 chat. Right, well, I'm apologising to Ryan Belshaw about the accident. Obviously, Ryan Belshaw's still racing, but he's saying sorry about the incident. There was a bit of a lag spike his end, but still shouldn't have went to the last corner at that speed. So, yeah. So, we've lost Matt Tibos, we've lost Lars, we've lost their gap. We have lost YYY, and unfortunately, we have lost Harry F. Don't forget, in League of Europe, top 12 score points. So all it takes is one retirement, and then everyone will score points. Obviously, we don't want that. We want everybody that's still in this race to still finish. I'm a bit confused as to why MCFC is on the softs. This is not F1 2021 where you can get soft to the end from here. I mean, you can, like, I don't know why he's gone on softs. Maybe he started on mediums. I'm a bit confused. So, it's not going to be a good race for him. So if I was him, I would box now and go on to a set of the mediums, but he's not. So he's going to have to come in again. Maybe he's going to pray for another safety car at the end. Or maybe he just wants to go past a few drivers, I don't know. So everyone is going to catch up to the safety car soon. And people that have underfueled like crazy. Well, those are the people that are going to benefit in the long run. Because they can save some fuel under safety car. Ignore the red fuel warning light. It is obviously a bit of a glitch on this game. So, safety car, I think, should be in this lap. Let's check how League Division 1 is getting on. Is it still raining in Division 1? If it loads, come on. It's not loading. I'm guessing. Safety car there as well. Okay, so the safety car has just come out, apparently, in Division 1. So there we go. If you want to watch that, you can watch that at the same time. It's still raining. So, Toy Coin is going to be the one controlling the pace. As soon as he floors it, he can't slow down. He's not going just yet. Weaving his tyres. Doesn't want to give people too much for toe. He's going now. He's going now. Let's see how much that is benefiting him. That's benefiting him very well. But Chill has gained a lot. They all head towards turn number 1. Chill is stuck in an Alpine sandwich, so it's going to be not easier than you think. Cam drops a little bit back from the likes of Farrell and Chill. And obviously we will start to see the DRS trades as Stomper trying to go for a Daniel Ricciardo send. Guapo tries to fight back here. That could have ended in tears, but fair play for the respect that those drivers had by keeping on the road. And obviously when people were trying to go for bold moves like that, someone trying to go around the outside, I think that was one of the Aston Martins. That was D-Mort's. I have to say, D-Mort's having a horror show here today in Austria. But he's in 10th at the moment. If Chill gets a good result today and D-Mort's doesn't, well, Chill, I believe, will take the lead of this championship. As that was, I think, very, very tight there towards turn 9. That could have ended in a lot more front wings. There's so many front wings that were lost today, I have to say. But anyway. 1 second is the gap between Toincoin and Chill now. So Toincoin already has got the gap increased needed so Chill doesn't get any DRS. Same with Chill on Farrell. So Cam will be the first person to pounce very, very soon. Ryan B gets past D-Mort's up to 10th, so D-Mort is struggling. Ryan Belshaw has had a good restart. He's up to 9th place on those hard tyres. So with them being at a much better heat cycle compared to the mediums, this has helped him. And it's a more durable tyre than the others. So I feel like this could be a good result for him. And if he stays like this, if maybe there's another safety car at the end, he could obviously put on a set of the soft compounded tyres. Cam. DRS enabled. He's trying to gain all the speed in the world here. 194 he gained on that straight. Some people like to keep it stable. Some people like to have the straight line speed of an alien and try to get past a few drivers. So DRS activated for Cam there. The two Ryan Bs are going in combat, but I think that's the battle we're going to see between D Mort and Ryan Belshaw. Ryan Belshaw, I think, is struggling a little bit. Now, he's dropped Ray down the order, so I wonder if he's had a bit of an issue now. So everyone on the mediums have gone past the hard runners. So I did, to be fair, I did speak too soon for Ryan Belshaw. So if there are any Ryan Belshaw fans, I do apologise. You know, there could be words, I think, said in that camp. But anyway, the corner coming up turn 1 is very blinding in the sun, you can see. I believe it's set to midday. I'll need to double check the timings, but if it's not set to midday, the sun can be very blinding for people that have the racing line and referencing it for brake references. And you can see Farrell's on 37% ERS already, 14 for Chill, so that's not good. So he's using so much just to stay ahead of Farrell, but he couldn't catch up to Toincoin, which is a bit embarrassing, I have to say. But I know Chill's got a lot of fight left in him. Maybe if he's got the gap to around about 1.1 seconds to Farrell, he can save a bit of ERS, then catch up to Toincoin a little bit later on. As you probably have noticed as well, MCFC has got a time battle, a yellow flag. That is Stomper. Has had a moment. Middle of turn 6 into 7. No front wing damage, it doesn't look like. Nope, he's fine. But his tyres is not going to look in the best of shape, sadly. So here comes Stomper. I think, oh, nope, so he hasn't got any damage that I can see. So I'm guessing if he has got damage, it's unrepairable damage. And this is a track, no offense, this is a track that you do not want to get rear wing damage at all. I've had that once, and to be honest, it's an absolute nightmare. So, Guapo gets past MCR up into 6th place. So I think we're mainly just seeing GRS overtake at the moment, but things could get, I think just watch to the end. Watch to the end of the race. I think that is where I think we could see it get even more feisty, I think. So, yeah, I think, to be fair, watch this space. The yellow flag again. Stomper, another spin. Yeah, his tyres must be overheating. His tyre temp's not good. You do not want to be running high tyre pressures around there. No, 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 no. Ideally, you want it all the way to the left. And he spun again, final corner. Not good. That may prevent a few overtakes soon if he stays there, but MCR past Guapo again. More battles being held. Here he comes. Guapo to the right-hand side. MCR has to go defensive. He's going to try and go down the inside, cut through on the outside. Through to the corner where we saw Albon had some issues a few years ago with Lewis Hamilton. The Haas driver and the Red Bull driver doesn't seem to have much issues now. Keeps MCR behind through turn 6, and he's doing a brilliant job. Guapo, don't forget, is a reserve driver now. He used to be full-time in that McLaren, but obviously has not had much time. Now, apparently, Old School has predicted in the chat, apparently Foul to take out Chill at 30. To be fair, Mark, I do not want to see that happen. I hope it doesn't happen, because it could have ended in tears. Really? As you can see, MCR, D-Morts, where's D-Morts come all of a sudden? Is he going to get past 2 cars all of a sudden? Heading towards turn 3, going towards down the hill. That didn't make sense, but I don't care. But D-Morts up into 6th from 8th. And Kenny Cavallot Guapa into turn 4. Bit of contact from the 2 of them, but I'm not sure those 2 won't mind. So D-Morts is up into 6th. So a lot of moves have been made in this field for the top 6. Retirement. That Stomper in the pit lane. No safety car. No safety car at all, I don't think. But you will see the AI heading towards turn 1. How is Chill? Absolutely, no, not Chill. Toincoin. Absolutely flying. Because the pace he's got over everybody else is incredible. Now, this is a battle that we've been wanting to see. Chill versus Farrell heading towards turn 4. But I think you can tell Farrell is being just a little bit patient at the moment. So we'll see, obviously, what they can do. Yellow flag. That's Stomper's AI. Luckily, Stomper's AI is gone. So if you are still in this race, you will get points, because top 12 do score points in this league, which is great to see. And Farrell then, can he send the move of dreams? He doesn't have that much straight line speed compared to Chill, or if he's going to save the DRS heading towards turn 4. Past turn 3, this is called DRS Chicken. Here he comes. Is he going to use his battery, or is he going to wait for the next few laps or so, or will he be able to do it without the battery? He's not going to do it yet. Chill's probably thinking, phew. But look who has come into the picture. Because of all that squabbling, Cam is in this fight. Joe Lucan is in this fight. This could be a 1, 2, 3, 4-way scrap for P2. So I suggest you grab your popcorn and listen up, as we're about to approach lap 30 of 36. Toincoin's the gap still around about 2.7 seconds. Now, I'm going to find that actually. There's a site where I've got quite a few of my notes from. It's called Light Out Blog. And it usually it tells me where people obviously grid slot stat, as it were, and where obviously people finish. No one has won as high as 14th. 14th, 1977 was the last time someone won from 14th. The last time someone won from 8th was in 1975. As I think, so MCR's in 8th. The last time someone's won in from 1st is obviously last year. Actually, no, it was 2nd. My bad. 2022. Last win. Interesting. I didn't know. I swear Max Verstappen started pole. Was it Charles Leclerc that won that day? No, it was Max Verstappen that won. I'm just thinking about other years, but yeah. Not that long to go until the end of the Austrian Grand Prix. And I felt like I've almost called it Australian Grand Prix earlier, so if I have called it that, I do apologise. So, foul then. A little bit further back at the moment, you can tell he's saving. Cam's not, he's pushing. J-Luke's pushing as well. D-Mort's still going to be on the back of this as well soon. As Ryan B is going on at 2 softs. I don't blame him. For his perspective, he has got nothing to lose as a Red Bull driver in 12th. It's not going to score that much points anyway. And he would have been near where MCFC was anyway, so he would have scored the same amount of points. But I believe with MCFC's penalty, you can gain anyway. And you know MCFC's tyres are going to die soon anyway. Keep an eye on that, because it could puncture before you know it. I wish there was an option in the game where we can check tyre wear, because I would love that. I don't want to use a telemetry tool for that. I would love to see tyre wears, because it just gives us a little bit of an idea of which drivers are doing well with managing their tyres and which drivers are struggling a little bit. And we can see, I think it's going to go down to the penultimate lap. You know, I think it's going to go down to the penultimate lap. It may be too little, too late. What is it with Austria when I commentate? With always a last lap battle for the win. I love it, but I'm going to have no voice at the end of it. So be wary of that, guys. But I really do hope that these guys keep battling. It's around about well, it's instead of the fight for win, it's the fight for second, but still 5/10 of a second separating Farrell and Chill, 5/10 separating Farrell and Cam, 5/10 separating between Cam and J-Luke. It's around about the same gap between all drivers, so this is going to get very, very entertaining. And Farrell then, he's going to try and look down the inside of Chill, to no avail at the moment. So he is going to go a little bit early, which is a little bit unexpected. Farrell then, is he going to go right or left? He's going to go nowhere. Yellow flag. I think Ryan B and MCFC have had a bit of a coming together. So they both come in. I won't be surprised if both of them call it a day. Well, they can still get points, so I don't know why if they do give up now. So MCFC ever retired. I don't know why he did. You'll still get points anyway. But what can you do? I think he was predicting, obviously, a much better result here tonight. So 3 more laps to go. As Guapo gets a 3-second time penalty. Out of all the drivers on this grid, only one person's got a time penalty. If there was another safety car, which there won't be, as we have unfortunately passed the window where we could get safety cars. So we have got Chill versus Farrell. Farrell, he is going to go for it this time. He's using the battery. To the right-hand side he goes. Clips that right-hand curb through turn 4. Chill playing the defensive move of dreams here as they head towards turn 5 and 6. Elevation change can be quite key. Farrell gets past Chill through 7. And he's up to second. But things can all change with a drop of a hat. We will still, after this lap, have 2 more laps to go. So there's still a chance for Chill to snatch P2 off of Farrell. Could be a chance for Cam and J-Luke to snatch any of those positions as well if any of the other drivers have a bit of contact. So, lap 35 of 36. Still around about the same gap at the moment. So you can see Chill right behind. You can see Chill closing a little bit around the corners. This could help Farrell with the straight line at least. Farrell is using his EOS to stay ahead of Chill. I wonder if they're going to be on the same battery on the final lap. Could be a cutback from Chill, but he decides to not go for that. Maybe he could use his teammate to help him a little bit. But he's not going to. And that squabbling is just levelling out Toy Coin's advantage. Oh no! J-Luke spun at the same similar place to what he did in earlier on. He was battling for second, and now he's P7. No damage, I don't think, but I'm almost certain that MCR is going to get past him through turn 8 and 9, which he does. As J-Luke spun again. Be careful, Jamie, that you don't get beached. Luckily, he does not get beached. The final lap of this race. Time does fly by. We've only had one safety car, but can we have a final scrap for P2? Doesn't look like it, so looks like I probably jinxed it. Deary me. As Toincoin, I believe, has just lapped Ryan B, which he has. As Ryan Belshot, by the way, gets past the spinning cooler kicker, who's been on those tyres for around about 22, 26 laps. So Toincoin has never put a foot wrong, has been sensational, put his car on pole, he took the lead and he stayed there. He exits the final corner. From lights to flag, Toincoin wins in Austria, I believe, his first win of the season. And it's an Alpine 1-2. An Alpine 1-2, ladies and gentlemen. And usually I like to, well, I don't like to, but I tend to jinx Alpines. But today, no jinxes. So to be fair, I didn't mention Toincoin that much. But yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I have not jinxed the Alpines today. And I have to say, Toincoin gets one of my drivers of the day. So he's going to be absolutely delighted with himself for that. Look at that horse thing. That's quite funny. But anyway, no threat of rain, which was good for me and good for the drivers as well. And I will have to pick 3 drivers of the day, because obviously I'm by myself. So it is going to be tough, obviously, to pick the best driver of the day. But we will see. Obviously, one of them has to go to Toincoin. I have to give one to Fowl, actually, for his first race here. Did a solid job from 4th to 2nd. Kept his nose clean. And I'll have to give it to Guapo. Started 16th, finished 6th. Clean race as well. You don't necessarily have to be the fastest driver to score well. And he kept out the carnage. So I have to say, Toincoin, Fowl and Guapo, my 3 drivers of the day. You can vote for them at during a poll later on. You can tell my throat is definitely tickling. I hope my voice is better for PSGO on Monday. But anyway, we'll get your results now. Toincoin in 1st, Fowl in 2nd, Chill in 3rd, Cam in 4th, D-Mort's 5th, Guapo 6th, MCR 7th, Ryan B in 8th, Cooler Kicker 9th, and J-Luke rounds up your top 10. Ryan B is your final point scorer. Your DNFs are MTFC, Stomper, Harry F, YY, Sagat, Lars, and Matt Tibos. So, hope you enjoyed that. In 7 days' time, we will be at Zandvoort. A track where I have to say, qualifying is important. So, if they don't get a good qualifying, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Another track where there could be safety cars, and I'm predicting some rain as well. I know people are going to hate me for that, for saying rain, but yeah, I'm predicting rain at Zandvoort because there usually is. But anyway, no interview today because I am starting to get a bit of a tickle in my throat. And plus I need to do a bit of practice for the race later on in about half an hour for D4. So D4 and D2 on in just under half an hour's time. You can check that out soon. If you're liking the content, follow us on Twitter at League of Europe. Subscribe to us on YouTube as well. If you want to follow me as well, I'm at JessGames95 as well. And by the way, Mark's prediction for Fowl to take out Chill lap 30 did not come true. So, Mark, I am sorry. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you soon. Have a good evening and take care. Stay safe and Goodbye.